Alright everyone, today we're going to make some homemade waffles. Really simple to make at home. I've got my waffle iron preheating. Check out your waffle iron instructions. Most of them you plug in and let preheat before cooking on them. So to make this, all we need to make about 4 to 5 waffles is 1 cup of flour, half tablespoon of baking powder, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, so just like a couple sprinkles of salt, a tablespoon of sugar. You can use white sugar, or I'm going to go ahead here and use some brown sugar. 1 egg, and 3/4 cup milk, and 1/8 cup of cooking oil, which I don't have sitting out here yet. I gotta get some cooking oil. So I'm gonna go ahead, now that I got my waffle iron there preheating, I'm gonna go ahead and add all the ingredients just to a bowl, and then mix them up, and we'll continue from there. So after you mix up all your ingredients, you'll get something like this. Don't matter if there's a little bit of lumps or anything in it. It's not going to be always perfectly smooth, but you'll get something around there. So now I'm going to go ahead and open my waffle maker. And I'm going to start with about a 1/4 cup. Usually that'll make almost a waffle. Put it in the middle. This one I'm going to have to add more to. I got a pretty big waffle machine though. If your waffle machine's smaller, you won't need as much. I'm going to fill up the middle. Don't overflow it, because if it's not big enough, it's okay. This will expand a little bit, and when it expands, it'll ooze out the side and make a big mess if you put too much in there. So, sorry, I was fixing my cord. So it's better to fill it too little, because having a pancake that's a little bit smaller than the machine is fine. It's a lot better than it all oozing out the sides, and it'll get really nasty. So now we're going to let it cook. My waffle machine just tells me when to flip. I flip it over and then take it out when it's done. So we'll go ahead and look at how it comes out. Alright, so I took my first one out, and there it is. Turned out perfect. As you can see, it might look a little funny if you don't fill up the machine the full way, but it's better for your waffle to turn out like this than it is for it to ooze out of the machine and just become a horrible mess. So this one I cooked first. It's already cooling down already, so I'm going to feed that one to my animals. And then I made one more here, which I added a little bit more of the batter to. And you can see it came out a little bit bigger. But again, I tried not to overfill it, because it's better if it doesn't ooze out the side. So I'm going to go ahead here and add on some 100% maple syrup. Really recommend it if you haven't tried it before. Costs a little more than regular syrup, but it's way better and you don't have to use as much. So that's the recipe for homemade waffles. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And I'd recommend doubling the recipe if you guys are feeding more than 2 people. 3, 4 people, definitely double the recipe. So we'll see you guys later.